Alright everyone, this is Broking 101 and this is Julian, the PPE Dad from ppedad.wordpress.com. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about broking and like one of the biggest frustrations that I've had as a broker. Okay, so as you guys may know, if you've been reading my blog, once again it's ppedad.wordpress.com, you probably realize that I haven't been doing this for that long, but I have been doing this for going 3 months right now at this point in time in video. And one of the biggest frustrations that I face when brokering deals is like being unable to get information, and sometimes like it creates such a big amount of stress. Either like it could be the relay of it could be like unable to get information, or the relaying of information where one side is contactable, the other side is not contactable, and that's been a big source of frustration. And sometimes it could be like like sometimes we know how a deal is supposed to unfold, but one side, it just wants to make like very drastic changes to it. And somehow there's this anxiety that builds up inside of me that I start wondering to myself that, oh gosh, how is the other side going to take it? Why do you want to put me in such a difficult spot? So now let's go to the essence of broking. I mean, if you felt the same way about the things I just said, well, what I'm about to share with you is going to help you a lot. Because what I found out is that when we are a broker, what we pretty much are just like a messenger. And what a messenger does is that, they basically, you take whatever you send and you send it to someone else. So think about it as this way, okay? All these local couriers, right? Postmen, whatever you want to call them. Whether it's EMS or DHL or whatever, they're all couriers. Do they warranty the kind of information that is being sent between sender and receiver? No. Okay, they only warranty in some cases. If you have parcel insurance, it kind of warranties against like damages that may occur during the process of shipment. And like other than that, basically before it's being sent, it is going to be sent in the way that it was. So what I mean to say is that when it comes down to brokering, okay, let's just stick to our job, okay? It is a very rewarding, a very, very high-paying job. Let's not overcomplicate it, and let's not overburden and over-anxiety ourselves by, adding emotions onto the things that we're supposed to be doing. This guy asked for this, okay, we pass it on. That guy asked for that guy, the seller says that, okay, sure, we pass it back on to the buyer. Okay, and if this guy says no, okay, we pass the no back on to the other side, and pretty much we're done. Okay, if the deal cannot complete, well, pretty much then it's no fault of yours. It is basically because both sides just couldn't agree with the things that you had to deliver as messages. Now, this is the most basic kind of brokering, and I'm going to talk about a bit more high-level brokering. I'm not going to say that I'm a high-level broker. As a matter of fact, once again, I'm fairly new to this game. I've been doing this only for a couple of months. But the other thing that I found out from experience is that you will experience clients who are very new to trading a certain commodity. So as you know, on ppedad.wordpress.com, over here I talk about the brokering of PPE supplies, and namely this would be like N95 mask, 3-ply mask, nitrile gloves, latex gloves, vinyl gloves, the works. Basically personal protective equipment. And some of these people, they may be businessmen, no doubt, but the thing is that they're very new to trading in these commodities. And some of the trading terms may not be present in these commodity trades over here. It may not be applicable during time. For instance, on my blog, I also talked about why LCs are not very popularly used in the PPE industry where gloves are concerned. Why SBLC may be preferred over instead, but still not very well liked. Okay, and so you can never read about those things on my blog, but in the meantime, what I'm really meant to say here is that sometimes we come across buyers and sellers who don't really know what they want. Because they're new to this kind of commodity, they are not familiar with the kind of due diligences that need to be done. And as a matter of fact, it may make them ask for stuff that is not relevant to the purchase. For instance, they're asking for SGS inspection certificates for another batch of stock that is not theirs. Why would that be relevant? And why would that decide whether you can purchase or not? Isn't it important that, if as long as the seller can provide this stock that you want, go ahead with the purchase? Because if the escrow terms or the LC terms are as such that, the money will only be drawn down upon meeting these terms, that, okay, product SGS report is produced, lot number is given, and proof of live video is given, and therefore, payment is being released. So that would actually protect the buyer very well, okay? And there's no necessity to ask for this and this and this and this and this. Yeah, sure. So sometimes when I tell my clients that, we could wait till next year, and still whatever that you receive is going to matter nothing to you, because until you step into this deal, everything else is irrelevant, because it's not your deal, okay? So these are some of the things. So where it's very important to relay messages, like a lot of brokers who are new to it, and even experienced brokers, they forget this sometimes. Like, they stress for things that they shouldn't be stressed about. And like when it comes to, so just pass messages back and forth. But if you find that you're passing something across that okay, I'm not trying to say that you want to add your own ideas to it, no, because that's not your job. But if buyer and seller cannot decide on what they want, your job of a broker is also, and it's actually being said in some of the NCNDA contracts out there that I've seen and read and signed, by the matter, that the job of the broker is to facilitate and create that environment for a successful trading deal to go in, okay? So when they cannot come to terms on something, your job as a broker is to help to mediate and help them understand how to assess and what to look out for. And if all these things are in check, okay, the interests of the buyer and the seller are both well protected, and yes, we can go ahead with this deal. All right, I hope this video has helped you out. Once again, this is Julian Wong, the PPE Dad from ppedad.wordpress.com, and I broker PPE supplies in mask, tree-ply masks, N95 masks, nitrile gloves, latex, vinyls, you name it. So if you need help in supplies, or if you just want someone to have a chat with, okay, you're most welcome to hit me up through the contact page on my blog. Bye for now.